Stamford Bridge has been more than just a stadium for over a century. It's been the backbone of Chelsea Football Club, a place where legends are made and passion comes alive. For generations, it has been a stage for triumphs, defeats, and the unshakable passion of devoted fans. But now change is on the horizon. The club's owners have revealed a bold £1.5 billion plan to build a new stadium for the future. Some fans are excited at the idea of a modern, world-class stadium, while others can't bear the thought of losing the beloved home that has been a part of their identity for decades. So, will the club step into the future or risk losing its connection to the past? Let's uncover what's really happening. Chelsea Football Club, founded in 1905, is one of the most famous football teams in England. Its history is deeply connected to Stamford Bridge, the stadium that has been its home since the beginning. It was originally constructed in 1877, not as a football ground, but as an athletics venue. This changed in 1904, when a businessman named Gus Mears purchased the site with the vision of turning it into a football stadium. To bring his dream to life, Mears established Chelsea Football Club in 1905 and set the stage for a rich and storied legacy. In its early years, Stamford Bridge stood out as one of the largest stadiums in England. By the early 20th century, it could hold up to 100,000 spectators, making it a magnet for football fans across the country. Despite the massive crowds and the growing popularity of Chelsea FC, the club faced challenges on and off the pitch. During the 1980s, financial issues hit hard, and the club faced the very real threat of losing their historic home. Developers began purchasing the land surrounding the stadium, and Chelsea came close to being displaced entirely. And in 2003, a new chapter began when Roman Abramovich bought Chelsea Football Club. His ownership brought significant investment and ushered in an era of unprecedented success. Chelsea won multiple Premier League titles, domestic trophies, and international honors. Stamford Bridge became the site of many historic moments, including the club's first ever Champions League victory in 2012, a milestone that cemented their status as a global powerhouse. After decades of anticipation, Chelsea Football Club finally revealed a plan in 2015 to upgrade Stamford Bridge. The proposed design beautifully blended London's architectural traditions with Chelsea's bold future ambitions. The numbers were truly impressive. The stadium would expand from 41,600 to 60,000 seats, with an estimated cost of £1 billion. The promise was to completely revolutionize how fans experience matchday. However, ambitious dreams don't always become reality. By May 2018, the entire project was unexpectedly put on hold. Multiple challenges converged to halt the plans: rapidly increasing construction costs, complex financial issues related to Abramovich ownership, and uncertain economic conditions surrounding Brexit. The project's cancellation was a significant disappointment for the club. It meant potentially missing opportunities to increase stadium capacity and future revenue streams. But the stadium challenge was just a brief pause in Chelsea's long-term plans. The club's dream of improving their home remained alive, waiting for the right moment to emerge again. Chelsea faces a pivotal moment of evolution, where the question is no longer whether to upgrade their stadium, but how to do it. As the club looks ahead, two bold options have surfaced, each offering unique opportunities and challenges. Let's dive into the first option: redeveloping Stamford Bridge. This bold proposal envisions increasing Stamford Bridge capacity to 60,000 seats, creating a cutting-edge venue that remains true to its historic Fulham location. To support this transformation, Chelsea has secured the nearby 1.2-acre Sir Oswald Stoll Mansion site. This critical acquisition offers much-needed room to tackle one of the project's biggest hurdles, which is the lack of room for expansion. Despite this progress, significant challenges remain. The stadium's close proximity to a London Underground line poses engineering challenges that demand creative and costly solutions. Additionally, rebuilding on an operational site presents logistical issues, such as finding an alternative venue for matches during construction and managing the impact on the surrounding community. Another important thing to focus on is making sure the redevelopment respects Stamford Bridge legacy, because it has been the club's home since 1905 and is filled with history, so it is important to balance innovation with preservation. If Chelsea moves forward with this option, work could begin by 2026, with a timeline that could see completion as early as 2030 or as late as 2033. The second option is even bolder, building a brand new stadium at Earl's Court on the Lily Bridge Depot site. This would give Chelsea a fresh start, free from the constraints of Stamford Bridge. Earl's Court, just north of Stamford Bridge, is primed for redevelopment, and the Lily Bridge Depot offers enough space for a stadium and a Chelsea-themed district. Chelsea is actively exploring this ambitious relocation, holding discussions with Transport for London to buy the land. They are also discussing with real estate firm Delancey, a company that owns nearby property. But they are not the only ones interested. The Earl's Court Development Committee has its own plans for a mixed-use redevelopment of the area, making negotiations even more intricate and challenging. This new stadium project could be a game changer. With the freedom to start from scratch, Chelsea could integrate the latest in design innovations, maximizing sightlines, incorporating sustainable features, and creating a fan-centric experience. However, moving from Stamford Bridge carries big consequences. Leaving a stadium so tied to Chelsea's history could deeply affect the club's connection to its roots. For fans, Stamford Bridge is more than a place to watch games. It's a symbol of Chelsea's legacy. Building in a competitive area like Earl's Court also brings huge financial and logistical challenges. Despite these challenges, Chelsea could position itself with a future-proof stadium that enhances the fan experience and solidifies the club's place at the top of English football. Whichever route Chelsea takes, one thing is certain: the financial stakes are enormous. Estimates suggest the project could cost between $2 billion and $2.4 billion, making it more than double the investment Tottenham made in their state-of-the-art stadium in 2019. To fund this ambitious plan, Chelsea is exploring multiple financial options. One of these involves a potential $500 million investment from US-based firm Ares Management, which could prove essential in bringing the vision to life. While a larger stadium would increase matchday revenue, it would also come with higher maintenance and operational costs. Additionally, the chosen site will heavily influence commercial prospects, such as sponsorship deals and naming rights opportunities. Chelsea's new stadium isn't just about adding seats or building bigger walls. It's about creating an experience that matches the ambition of the club and the expectations of fans in the modern era. Let's talk about what this stadium could offer. The capacity could expand to a massive 60,000 seats, bringing even more supporters into the heart of the action. But it's not just about size. The stadium will offer luxurious hospitality options, from high-end lounges to premium dining experiences, perfect for those who want to enjoy the game in style. Chelsea New Stadium will also include advanced 5G connectivity for real-time updates and interactive features during games. Additionally, smart ticketing will make entry faster and safer with face recognition or digital passes. This forward-thinking approach wouldn't just enhance game days, but would also transform the stadium into a year-round destination. Building or redeveloping a stadium is a monumental task, especially for a club like Chelsea, which has high expectations every season. The construction phase will undoubtedly cause major disruptions, and the club is already thinking ahead about how to manage this. Chelsea has discussed the possibility of sharing Craven Cottage with Fulham during construction. However, with a capacity of under 30,000, Craven Cottage might not be able to handle Chelsea's usual crowds. Alternative venues like Wembley or Twickenham are on the table, but moving farther from Stamford Bridge could disrupt fan routines and the club's home atmosphere. The timing of construction also poses a challenge. The projects would likely need to be phased around off-seasons, which might drag out the timeline but reduce the impact on Chelsea's competitive schedule. Chelsea must carefully navigate these concerns as they chart a course for the future of their stadium. Whether opting for redevelopment of Stamford Bridge or building a new venue altogether, the club faces a critical decision that will impact not only the team but also its supporters and the local community. Balancing ambition with tradition, modernity with heritage, and practicality with fan experience will be key. Ultimately, this project is about more than just bricks and mortar. It's about crafting a space that reflects Chelsea's legacy while setting the stage for its next chapter. What do you think? Should Chelsea stay at Stamford Bridge and transform its iconic home? Or is it time for a bold new beginning in a different location? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.